briefing for this stage. It'll...
Hello cycling fans everywhere. With summit climbs spread across the stage, there's no doubt that only a talented climber will come out on top today. He's an excellent puncher who also knows how to climb in the mountains. On the other hand, it's better for him that he finishes alone because his capabilities as a sprinter really are limited.
He's the best placed in the overall standings amongst those at the head of the race.
The breakaway can't widen the gap.
Here's the winner of the intermediate sprint.
The front runners are at the foot of the Col de Tanier, the first difficulty of the day.
That's good enough, lads. There's no way we can lose the green jersey today. It's good. He's placing his teammates early on at the head of the peloton. There's no doubt that he's ticked his stage and his objectives. Keep an eye on him. He's the best climber in the breakaway. Excellent. You increase your lead on the overall climber standings.
He wants to be in front for the combativity classification. The Col de la Forclaz is looming for the men at the front. With its 8 kilometers at 8%, it's likely that the weaker climbers will start showing signs of fatigue.
There's not a lot going on. If this was a video game, I'd advance the clock to the last difficulty. You are 2 kilometers from the summit. Watch your opponents. Excellent. You increase your lead on the overall climber standings.
And it's off for the climb of the Croix Free. Classified as first category, there will be a maximum of 10 extra points to be gained for the climber standings.
A teammate is beginning to lose touch. You are 2 kilometers from the summit. Watch your opponents.
Okay, I'll consume a feed.
After the summit, the riders will tackle a short descent which leads straight onto the Col de Zaravi.
He launched the mountain sprint. Here's the positions over the last climb. The peloton is riding hard. Stay well placed. The front of the race is 2 kilometers from the summit. He's got his guys riding. He must have good legs.
The breakaway is being reeled in. It will be difficult to withstand the return of the yellow jersey. One and a half minutes lead for the head of the race over the favourites. The yellow jersey group is 1 minute from the head of the race. 30 seconds between the breakaway and the yellow jersey. The race leaders are at the base of the Côte des Amarants. The breakaway is now getting down to business. They'll have to hold off the favourites for as long as possible.
The front of the race is 2 kilometers from the summit.
Okay, I'll consume a feed.
Dai, dai, forza!
Okay, we'll consume a feed.
The race lead launches itself on the Monte de Betex. Acceleration at the front of the peloton. No falling asleep.
Okay, I'll consume a feed.
He's being left behind. It's good news for the overall standings.
Allez, courage les gars, allez plus vite.
A teammate has just been dropped. You can't count on him any longer.
Coraggio, dai. Forza, bisogna avvicinarci. Forza.
The next summit is ranked first category. The first scores 10 points towards the best climber classification.
Allez, courage les gars, allez plus vite.
Okay, I'll follow any attack.
Allez les gars, allez, go, go, go. Allez, on y va. Courage, on continue.
Less than 2 kilometers from the finish.
You have 30 seconds lead on the yellow jersey. This is the last kilometer. Go, go! One more effort. We've taken control of the provisional overall standings with a new rider.
Okay, I'll consume a feed.
He tops the standings and will receive the traditional honors. Here's the yellow jersey of this stage. He will climb.
Well done, lads. You rode a very good stage today. Finishing in the top 5, even though the stage didn't suit us, is It's the final stage, guys. It's a day in the mountains. The finish isn't decided at the top of the climb, but the route is challenging, and it's an important day.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. The stage on offer today should please the climbers. With the Col de Glandon on the Lacet de Montvernier climbs in the last 60 kilometers, everything is set up to enable them to go on the offensive. The riders will be straight into the thick of it with a Col Bayard climb, 6.3 kilometers at an average of 7%. He's trying to bridge the gap.
The front of the race is 2 kilometers from the summit. Here's the positions over the last climb.
He's an excellent puncher who also knows how to climb in the mountains. On the other hand, it's better for him that he finishes alone because his capabilities as a sprinter really are limited.
The peloton is riding hard. Stay well placed. He's the best placed in the overall standings amongst those at the head of the race. Here's the positions over the last climb. His teammates have already started the pursuit, no doubt aiming for a sprint finish.
The riders will climb 3 third-category climbs in succession. The Côte de la Mure, the Col de Malisol and the Col de la Morte. At the top of each there will be 2 points and 1 point to be won for the polka dot jersey. The leaders are on the Col de Malisol. The breakaway is increasing its lead over the yellow jersey, but there's no worry as it contains no big guns for the overall standings.
He asked his teammates to maintain the tempo. He must feel on form today. The front of the race is 2 kilometers from the summit. The peloton is riding hard. Stay well placed.
The gap with the yellow jersey is melting away. The escapees will have difficulties going all the way.
Yes, there's not a lot going on. The tempo is increasing at the head of the race. The breakaway riders will try and manage the time gap. A teammate has just been dropped. You can't count on him any longer.
The riders will be able to relax a little. The road goes downhill for 2 kilometers before starting to rise again. Come on, a short kilometer downhill before starting the last 3 kilometers of climbing.
He's got his guys riding. He must have good legs.
The front runners will soon be going over the top into the drop. The breakaway increases its lead on the yellow jersey group.
The peloton is riding hard. Stay well placed. He's got his team riding to set up a sprint finish. This is not the time to hang around at the back of the peloton.
There will be 5 points to be picked up for the mountain standings for the first one to the top.
Here's the positions over the last climb. Only 5 kilometers left. Go, go, again!
Okay, we'll consume a feed.
It is the red pennant. 1 more kilometer of effort.
He's amongst the leading riders this year. He will climb onto the podium to receive his jersey and a kiss from the hostesses. Here's the green jersey of this. He is in sparkling form and you can clap him loudly.
Well done, lads. You rode a very good stage today. Finishing in the top 5, even though the stage didn't suit us, is extremely satisfying. Hi, guys.